let's look at how your high three can be affected by career changes. Now, looking at your pay stub, we're going to be looking in box 7, and in box 7, you're going to see your basic pay plus your locality pay equals your adjusted basic pay. Now, by definition, your high three is your highest 36 consecutive months of pay. The key word here is consecutive. And what OPM is going to do is they are going to, once you submit your paperwork, in order for them to calculate your annuity, they need to know how many years you worked for the government. And then they also need to know what your high three is. So what OPM is going to do is they're going to look over your entire working career, look at every month of your salary and say, where is the highest 36 consecutive months of pay? Consecutive is the key word there. Now, very often, it doesn't have to be at the very end of your career. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. Let's look at a couple of examples. In this first example, let's assume that my salary is $100,000. I'm in a management position, if you will, and I step down to a lesser stress position, making about $85,000. So I'm in a non-management position for a few years. How is this going to affect my high three? Well, let's look at it in a chart. I'm 8 years in management, and my last 3 years of my working career, in that non-management position, making about $85,000 a year. Like I said, OPM is going to review your working career and find out the highest 36 consecutive months of pay. 36 months is equivalent to 3 years. So you can see in my example here that my high three is still going to be $100,000 in this case, because that was where my highest 36 consecutive months were. Now, let's say that I get a substantial salary increase near the end of retirement. How is that going to affect my high three and my annuity calculation? Well, it can have great potential to increase your annuity. And let's talk about that right quick. Let's say that my beginning salary is $100,000. I'm age 55, and I get a promotion. So I get a promotion. Now I'm making $115,000 a year, but I'm age 55, and I've got 29 years of service. My minimum retirement age is age 56, and I know that I can leave at my minimum retirement age with 30 years of service. Well, if I'm age 55 with 29 years of service, then I've only got to work 1 more year to be eligible to retire. So let's look at the potential of me staying past my first eligibility and what it could do for my annuity calculation. Here on the screen, you see, it's just a screenshot of one of the pages of our 9-page detailed federal benefits analysis. And I love this page because it allows that analysis some longevity. As you can see here, I'm able to compare what if I retire at age 56 versus me retiring at age 62. So I can look at those years there. So if I work 1 more year, that'll put me at age 56. Excuse me. I will have 30 years of credible service, and my estimated high three will be about $105,000. Now that's 1 year at $115,000 of a salary, and 2 years at $100,000. That means that my annuity is going to be about $31,500 a year. Not bad, not bad. Now let's say that I work an extra year. I don't go at 56. Let's say that I retire at 57. So now I've got 31 years of service. My high three has increased to just over $110,000. So now my annuity is increased to about $34,000 per year. So you see a roughly $3,000 jump there just for staying 1 more year. Then if we look at age 58, at age 58 I have 32 years of service, and now my high three has increased to about $115,000 per year. This is 3 years at $115,000 salary, and I know you're saying, well, now Abby, what you're showing is actually higher than $115,000. How'd you come about that number? what we're doing here is we're assuming a 0.5% cost of living adjustment per year for each year that you stay. And that cost of living adjustment is very conservative, but it assumes any pay raises that you might receive during those few years while you're working. So now my annuity has increased to about $36,000, and so it paid substantially for me to stay just a few more years at that higher earning salary. Okay.